In today's video, we are going to talk about tuning test. So before going into the topic about the tuning test, we should have a little bit background knowledge about the history of tuning test. So actually, the tuning test was proposed by one of the popular scientists of the 20th century. His name was Alan Turing, and Alan Turing proposed a paper named Computer Machinery Intelligence, and in that paper he has proposed the idea of tuning test. It is a hypothetical experiment in which we will check the intelligence of machine in comparison with human intelligence. So in the year 1950, Alan Turing has proposed the tuning test, and later with time it was widely accepted throughout the globe. Before discussing about the tuning test, we should have a basic understanding about NLPs. So what actually NLP is? NLP means natural language processing. It is the ability of the machine to converse in human or natural languages. So that means that if I am talking with a machine in English language, then the machine should give me response in English language only, and it should not give me response in binary language of one and zeros. And it is one of the requirement if a machine want to do or participate in a tuning test. So first requirement is natural language processing. The machine should be capable of doing NLPs. Next, the machine should be able to use its data set to give the answers whenever the question is asked. Third requirement is machine learning. Of course, machine learning is a must. It is like a you can say it is like a core concept, or we can say that it is a backbone to all these AI models. So these three are the main requirements. Other are also there, but these three are more significant. And now we will discuss about the tuning test. So actually tuning test is very simple. It is like a situation, or you can say it is a scenario in which three members will be there. Two are human and one is machine. So one of the human is a interrogator, or you can say it is a questioner, examiner. He will ask questions, or he will converse with other two members, which are the participants of the tuning test. One is human and other is machine. After the conversation, the examiner has to decide which conversation was done by human and which of the conversation was done by machine. If the examiner is successfully have said that yes, the first conversation was made by human and the second conversation was made by machine, and he is clearly distinguishing between conversation between humans and machines, then we can say that the machine has failed the tuning test. So at that time, Alan Turing, and around the 20th century, we are talking in the years of 1950s and 1960s. So at that time, this was a major factor. And if any machine at that time, if it passed the tuning test, then it seems that the machine has achieved the AGI, or you can say the artificial general intelligence. And finally, many of the scientists will may conclude that the machine has gained the human intelligence. But as now the more and more information, more and more technology was developed, later it was the idea was rejected that no, apart from conversations, other things are also contribute in the human intelligence, and with tuning test only we can't judge if a machine has a human intelligence. So later the this idea was rejected. But yes, there are many of the chatbots are there, and there are many of the AI, especially recently ChatGPT has successfully passed the tuning test. And mostly these tuning tests are based on conversation. These are mostly on the side of text, or you can say text generation. So today, nearly 80 to 90% LLM models which are made today, which are powered by ChatGPT or which are made like ChatGPT, you can say Cloud is there, and we have mini GPTs are also coming in the market. So these AI models are capable of passing the tuning test. But if a machine is able to pass the tuning test, then it does not means that the machine has a human intelligence. It can mimic the action of human, it can mimic the conversation, the style of conversation, but it is not more human like. There are further development which are needed in order to say that the machine has achieved the human intelligence. That's why as the time was passed, the new term was coined which is known as AGI, that is artificial general intelligence. So at this point, the machine is we can say that machine is has achieved the human intelligence, and it can do everything that a human being can do. Perhaps in some situation it can also surpass human beings, and it can also perform specific works and tasks more efficiently and better than human beings. So it is also known as AGI, but yes, we need little bit time to achieve that. And they are also ASI is also there, but yes, we will talk in other videos about what is ASI and what is AGI and what is the main difference between them. So this is the first and the most important concepts if you are entering into the field of AI, the tuning test. And talking about the significance of tuning test is that if a machine is able to pass the tuning test, that it means that first, it is good at NLPs, natural language processing. Second thing is that now it can be used in chatbots, in especially in the if we are going into the tech field, it can be used in chatbots. So there are many of the benefits if a machine is able to pass the tuning test. And personally, in my opinion, a tuning test should be considered as a threshold. If a model is able to pass the tuning test, then you should consider that the model is quite good. That means this model is well defined. So tuning test will provide us more and more clarity about these AI models and language processing and other things. And a few of the chatbots also pass the tuning test. Most probably the Eliza is there. And further, if we are going with the future, if this conversation, if we are mixing with robotics, then we can see the development of humanoid robots. Yes, the conversation part LLM models are prepared, the software is also prepared, but we are talking about the hardware and what the main physical structure of robots, humanoid robots, it needs a little bit of development. So it is not we have not achieved, but yes, in the matter of few decades, most probably within a 20 years, we can see many of the companies, many startups which are preparing humanoid robots. And mostly they will whatever the model they will use, they have to pass the tuning test. So actually in this era of artificial intelligence, whatever the development we have made, passing the tuning test for a AI model is must. Without it, the AI model can't be used in any of the physical application. So that's why understanding tuning test and understanding the concepts of tuning test is very much important. And especially if you are a developer, you should keep this in mind when you are developing your own LLM model or your own AI model chat based system. And further, if we are talking, there are other concepts like how the algorithms are made, and machine learning concepts is also there, and we will also discuss about the limitation of machine learning and what are the future application of deep learning. So these are the further more topics, and we will cover up in the next videos. Thank you for watching this video.